All right, so you already know Black Brands Matter. We meet with the bosses that we love, and Malaika Reed L is here. Now, I just asked you, Malika Reed L. The L is for your nationality.
Yes, I'm a Moor.
Okay, what is that?
A lot of people don't realize and don't know that, like, before Black people were called Black, before we were Negroes, before we were nationality,
Colored
before we
people,
were
all of that.
Yeah, colored people. Before we were African Americans, we were Moors, right? And so I claim my nationality as a Moor.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so when you walked in, I have to tell you, you know, BET weekend is around the corner, so everybody in LA is gonna be dressed up. You were fly. I said, well, she swagged out, and then you have this whole pretty girl swag movement that I'm learning about. Talk to us about that.
Well, yes. I call my customers and my clients pretty girls because that's who everyone are. I like to say that all of my women are pretty girls. And it correlates because we can get dressed up and we can look pretty, right? But if you do not feel pretty on the inside, then you're not pretty. So I branded this whole pretty girl thing because when you put your clothes on and when you get dressed, you hear my voice. You hear my voice saying, hey, pretty girl, hey, pretty girl. So if you're feeling anxious that day, or if you're feeling confused that day, or if you just got your heart broken that day, or you're feeling fat, or you're feeling too skinny, or too anything, you're going to hear my voice when you put your look on, say, hey, pretty girl, and then you're going to switch it and feel like a pretty girl.
So recently, Amber Rose posted a picture of Lizzo, and she's called her the sexiest woman alive or the prettiest woman alive.
Yeah.
And I just think, you know, one thing I respect about Lizzo, that body confidence, exuding that level of confidence. Don't you think saying to yourself or saying to others that you're a pretty girl gives that woman that extra vibrance that she needs to just go out there and face a world that's already going to be complex and difficult?
Absolutely. And I think that that's her opinion. Like Amber Rose, that was Amber Rose's opinion. Like, and so when everybody else come with their comments, you're just leaving your opinion. Everybody is entitled to their own opinions, and everybody has a right to feel beautiful, no matter, and feel like a pretty girl. No matter if you're too skinny, no matter if you're too fat, like you're never gonna make everybody happy. Like, so just be comfortable in your own skin. Do you be comfortable in your own skin? And hey, if you feel like a full-figured woman is the most prettiest woman in the world, then let the world hear it and know it.
So look,
and that's what she did.
When you said do you, people definitely heard the Baltimore. So you're from Baltimore, but now you're here in LA and Hollywood. So a lot of people during the pandemic looked at the pandemic as like, oh my God, my world's falling apart. You took it as an opportunity to move and boss up. You've quadrupled your revenue you've quadrupled your revenue. What was it that made you want to move to LA in the middle of a pandemic when everybody thought the world was falling and you believed that you would thrive?
Well, it's crazy. I knew that I was going to thrive during the pandemic because I was already thriving at home when I was in Maryland. I sat on my bed one day, and when I sat on my bed, I heard God's voice. You know how you hear spirits. Everybody here feel a spirit. They say the spirit told me or God told me or whatever.
People call it their gut, but I call it God. Yeah.
Whatever. I say God as well. And God said, it's time for you to move to LA. And I said, I know we're moving to LA next year. And he's like, no, you're moving to LA now. I called my brand manager and was like, hey, listen, I got to move to LA now. He was like, it's music to my ears. This was on a Tuesday. Okay, when I got the thought, we got in contact with some realtors out here in LA. I found a house on Thursday, that Thursday. I flew to LA that Friday and picked up my keys. So from Tuesday when God told me, I flew to LA that Friday and picked up my keys. And I just trusted the process. Like I just trusted God. I trusted the process. I trusted my gut. I trusted myself. You understand? And I knew that my God's angels and ancestors had me. So when I came out here and I got the house, I got my driver to take me to like a Walmart. I went to Walmart, got an air bed, stayed in the house for the whole entire weekend by myself. Nobody knew. I prayed. I meditated about this move. I knew it was going to be the right move. Now, mind you, I've been in Maryland and Baltimore all my life. You hear the T's and the U's and all that.
But have you been out here, visited LA before?
I've always come to LA.
Okay.
I come to LA all the time. So I said to myself, why not live where I vacation? First of all, you can. People don't even realize, like, hey, if you're in love with a place, you don't even realize that you can actually live where you vacation.
Right.
But we are so closed in and live in a box, and we don't trust ourselves sometimes. So I stayed and I meditated in that bedroom for the weekend. I flew back home that Monday. I packed my stuff. I came to LA. Now let me tell you something. This is how I quadrupled my worth. Now you know we have It's Malaika, the showroom, right? The showroom, I shop for my clothes here in LA. When I'm in Baltimore and I sell out, everybody knows I sell out so fast of my looks, right? So I sell out really, really fast. When I sell out, I have to wait 7 days to get it. When I sell out, I get it in 20 minutes. I can sell out and sit in front of the store, restock about 50 pieces, sit in front of the store, repost it on my Instagram. Hey, pretty girls, this look is back in stock. Watch it sell out again.
Well, and you don't have to ship, no shipping costs.
No shipping costs. Watch it sell out again, go back into the store within the same hour and restock again. So I'm restocking 4 and 5 times a day as opposed to waiting 7 days to get it back in stock. So I'm tripling my worth. I mean, it was like really making my next move my best move, you know, and I made it count.
But in the middle of a pandemic, there had to be some level of fear, no?
And actually, I deal with a fear a lot, right? False evidence appearing real. We know exactly what fear is. But this time I didn't. I wasn't fearful. It was like God said, I just really trusted myself and I really trusted God. It was no level of fear, none. If you can make it in Baltimore, you can really make it anywhere. Honestly, I'm going to honestly say that to you. Baltimore.
I've been to Baltimore.
Baltimore is a tough city now.
I've been to Baltimore. It's rough.
It's rough. And you know, I went through a lot my last year in my city with just like people like robbing me and home invasions and things like that. So I just wasn't afraid. And it has been the most blissful, the most productive 9 months. It's only been 9 months, really, of my career. Like, I love it here. I love everything I'm doing. I love all the people I'm meeting. It's amazing. It was the best move.
See, for me, I run an online business, Hollywood Unlocked. I can literally do it anywhere in the world because I just plug into a computer or plug into, you know, the internet or whatever. You had a physical showroom in Baltimore and moved it to LA.
I sold it.
So what do you think about those people out there? Because recently, who think that this is impossible? Because recently I talked to a young woman who was in a smaller city and she was thinking of moving to LA and she was just afraid of just picking up and moving and thinking that it was impossible. What would you say to those women?
I would say to her, pretty girl, trust yourself, trust your gut, trust God. Listen to those voices that tell you you can. Listen to those voices that's telling you to move. Listen to all the people who believe in you. Do not turn off the ants, ANTS, automatic negative thoughts. Turn them off. Do you understand? Turn them off and listen to all the positive and the great things that you're hearing yourself tell you. What you don't understand and what I want her to understand is that when she's hearing those voices saying go, 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 that's her highest self. That's her highest self. Those are her God's angels and ancestors. Those are voices of God that already knows where she's going, where she's headed. You understand? And so when you get those feelings and those premonitions, and God say move, you move, because God already know who he created you to be. When he put you in your mother's womb, he already knew what you were going to be. But when you just constantly listen to yourself and get caught up in yourself and get caught up in those negative voices, then you won't move. Move. You can do it. It's going to be okay. You'll thrive.
So Malaika Showroom, let's talk about that. So what type of looks are there? Who is your client?
My client is all the pretty girls. So my clients range from teenagers all the way up to women in their 60s and their 70s. I have looks for everyone. A little bit of everything is in my showroom. You can come in my showroom and get something for the club. You can come in my showroom and get something to go on a job interview. You can come in my showroom and get something editorial. You can come in my showroom and get something that you would wear when you're going on an interview with Jason Lee, like I'm wearing right now, honey. I'm wearing It's Malaika. So you can come in my showroom and get a swimsuit, a bathing suit, a corset, a t-shirt. It doesn't matter. It's all there. And also, I love the fact that we offer where you can come in my showroom and rent a look. So
I was just about to ask. I was just about to ask, can they come and borrow a look? Because some people like, now that I have this whole new closet with this whole new body, my closet is really expensive, and I be in there sometimes like I could have borrowed this or rented that. So you do that too.
I do that too, and it's really, really good that I offer that service because so many women just don't feel like it. We're busy being moms, we're busy being in our business, we're busy doing so many different things, and also a lot of women are just not into fashion. They're not fashion forward. So they just want to come in and be like, hey, Malaika, I need you to get me together for this date tonight, or I need to get
so
me
you guys
together
pull
for
the
this
looks
interview.
together for
I'll
them?
pull the look together. I'll even pack you, even if you're going to be coming to LA from another city or
like
state.
for the BET Awards or something.
Absolutely. Or you're coming here and you don't even want to pack a bag. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You can come to me and say, hey, Malaika, I need 5 looks. I'm going to be here for 5 days. I need 5 looks. You'll get the 5 looks, leave your credit card on file, do what we do the business part of it. You bring the 5 looks back. I get it cleaned and everything, and it goes back on the rack. So you don't even have to pack a bag when you come see me.
So I met your daughter when you came in here, and I was surprised that you had a kid when you were younger, and you didn't. You were 15. It didn't stifle your ambition, your dreams. I mean, clearly you have a lot of passion, a lot of drive. Mm-hmm. What was it that kept you going? Like where most young women would give up on, pursuing their passions, having a child that young.
Well, I had her at 15 and my son at 19, and then I have another child that I had a lot older, but she became my why. I knew that I had to make it. I knew that I had to get serious about life. I knew that I had to prove every auntie and every person who said that I wasn't going to do it and I wasn't going to make it and I wasn't going to be productive because I had a baby at a young age. I had to prove all of them wrong, and I had so much to prove to myself and prove to my baby. And so I kept going, and it's ongoing. Like, it's ongoing. And in my mind, I just never wanted my children and my grandchildren to get it from the mud like I did. Mm-hmm. I kind of wanted to set that foundation and create some generational wealth for them. And that's just been the path that I've been on, and I'm doing pretty good.
All right, so besides being stylish, besides all of that and all the business owner and the mother, you're also an author.
Yes.
You have a best-selling book. Talk about that.
Yes, I was on Amazon's bestsellers list for 10 weeks in a row. It's a
Doesn't
book
it feel good?
It does.
You kind of look down at everybody else and say, I don't know what's in your book, but
I can tell you what's in my book. It's really, really good. It's an amazing book because it's a book about my journey. And I had to write a book about my journey because I know where I've been.
But you just talked about being robbed. You talked about all the violence that you've endured, but there's a lot more. And that book is called I'm Ready for My Close-Up.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot more because I used to be confused, corrupt, and broken. So when we are confused, corrupt, and broken, we do things. We do hurtful things to people. We do hurtful things to ourselves,
Fact.
right? So in my book, I've done hurtful things to people. I've done hurtful things to myself. So I grew into this motivational butterfly. I grew into this positive woman that everybody sees. And I was able to have a lot of people gravitate towards me and love me for who I am, and I appreciate that. But I needed to know, if you knew the backstory, if you were going to love me the same, I needed to know that I had real supporters. I don't like to say fans, supporters, whatever we say.
I don't like to say fans
either. Real supporters. If you know how broken I used to be, if you know about the number of abortions, if you know the things I used to do to my body, if you know about the rapes and molestation, everything that I had to go through, right? If you knew those things, would you still love me? And I knew that I would be sitting on couches with the Jason Lees and the Oprah Winfreys of the world, and I never wanted somebody to be able to sell a story about me. So you just tell it yourself. In the beginning.
I always say, when you tell your own tea, when you live in your truth and you're transparent, you own all the power. Nobody has power over you.
They can't
Isn't that a level of freedom everybody should have?
It is. They can't say, oh, but she used to do this, and she used to be a bully, and she used to be negative and broken. Yeah, hurt people, but healed people heal people. And my book has healed thousands of people.
I'm telling you right now, I'm going to steal that. Heal people, heal people.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So here we are healing the world with our
And isn't it
stories.
something else when they expect your broken past to break you in your future and you just still keep soaring?
Yeah, but our broken past, not only does it fix us, it fixes other people. See, our brokenness allows us to fix other people in our brokenness. In our healing journey, we get to heal other people. See, break people. You understand? Mm-hmm. Some break people, some break people without even knowing that they're breaking someone. You know what I'm saying? But when we are healing, we heal the world. Even in your healing, I'm going to get a little bit deeper. Even in your healing, if you are silent in your healing, your vibration and your frequency alone adds to the universe's frequency and vibration. So you are then healing the nation just by you healing yourself. You understand? And when a woman heals herself, and when a woman raises her vibration and her frequency, she then raises her consciousness. And when she raises her consciousness, now she's bringing in some new consciousness into the world when she's giving birth to a baby, because the first school of life happens in the womb of a mother. The baby, Shane, the first feeling that baby feels is from the mother. The first hurt is from the mother. The first pain is from the mother. The first laughter is from the mother. That vibration of crying is from the mother. That vibration of laughing is from the mother. So when she raises her vibration and she heals herself, now we're giving birth to some new consciousness. Now we're giving birth to some new human beings that's coming into the world to add more to the world and the frequency in the world through our consciousness. So when you heal yourself, it just trickles. It trickles.
Okay, so now I feel now I see the motivational speaker part.
Okay.
That's what else you do.
Yes.
So I just want to say, like, everybody has a motivational speaker in their bio on Instagram. I just want to say, you couldn't even motivate me to go get a Twizzler, pack of Twizzlers. But I feel it now. Where does that energy come from? Does that come from just really wanting to give that back to people, so that way they can be healed as well? Is that what that is?
Honestly, it really comes from within. Even when I was broken, I was a motivational speaker. I was on Teen Summit when I was young.
Oh my God,
4 times.
I interviewed Ananda.
Yeah. See, I was on Teen Summit when I was young 4 times. I was on Donahue when I was young, when I was broken. He gave me the mic and sat down and, gave me the mic. So it's always, it's either you are or you're not.
Right.
So even when I'm not trying to inspire and motivate, when I speak, you leave me differently. You leave me feeling different. You leave me feeling better. You have interviewed so many people in your life. You have gone so many places in your life, Jason. You have experienced so many things in your life, but I guarantee you, right now, you are feeling what I'm saying, and that's not coming from a cocky place. No, it's either you do or you don't.
Yeah, you know it when you see it, and you know when you don't.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Okay, so the book, best-selling author, motivational speaker, business owner, mother, powerful Black woman. What other titles do you hold?
I'm a mentor, I've life coached, I'm a consultant. I sit and I help women that want to start their business or start boutiques, and I show them how to do it and give them the blueprint on how to do it and how to, work your social media, how to get your following up on your social media, things like that. So I'm a consultant, a stylist.
And all of these things you weave into the 365. Let's talk about that.
Yes. The 365 Empress movement is actually centered around my activism. And what my activism is, like, I was one of the ones holding like some of the biggest protests in my city in Baltimore when Freddie Gray was brutally murdered in the street. There was a lot going on. And so forth. So that centers around my activism. A group of women that get together and not even really protest or march against anything, but again, to raise that frequency and the energy in the atmosphere. When women come together, amazing things happen in the universe. When women come together, you guys are powerful. You guys are amazing. But before you are our husbands, before you are our brothers, you are our sons, because you had to come through the body of a woman. So when we come together for the good happens in the nation. When the woman rises, the nation rises. Right? So that's what my activism is centered around. And activism, a lot of people just really don't know that activism is just not around protest. And activism is just not around rallies.
Activism is a lifestyle.
And being active in your community.
Yeah.
How active are you? I came here in LA and I'm super active in my community where I help so many homeless people and buy them brand new clothes and shoes and all of that. I don't post that stuff, but I'm active in my community. This is now my community. So this is now my job. Right?
I think another part of activism too for our people in the culture is supporting Black businesses. And that's why I think it's important, like, for you to move here and connect with people and then gravitate towards your business, because I feel like we move through this world not really understand the power of the Black dollar. And then when you have Black business owners, when you pour those Black dollars into those Black business owners and they thrive, that then I think is the activism that's important outside of what's happening with the police and stuff. How important is it that people support Black business owners?
It's very important, and I'm gonna tell you something. It's a very popular saying that says, "Oh, Black people don't support each other, or people don't support each other from their their own city. Like, I became one of the #1 boutiques in the DMV because of black people, because of black women, because of black powerful women that really wanted to see me win, that really was cheering me on, that really wanted to support me, that really just wanted to buy something from me. And because of that, I'm living in LA. Because of that, I live a certain lifestyle. Because of black women supporting me, even black men, I call my handsome gents, coming to the store just to buy something, just to support me. It is so important. And they realize that when they support me, they feed my children, they feed my babies. And not only that, I make sure that I give them a great experience when they enter my establishment, when they come on my page. When you click on my page, you're going to get an experience, period. When you click on Hollywood Unlocked, you're going to get an experience, period. So what experience are you offering your people? But to support black business is very, very important. That's why we are trying to get this Black Wall Street back up and running. In Baltimore, they have a block with 17 black-owned businesses on that block. That's where my store was, on that block. And it was an amazing experience to see all these black businesses thriving and doing well. So by the millions, we are waking up. And by the millions, we are now supporting each other. And that's why you see these black queens and kings becoming millionaires, okay? Because we are supporting each other. Why do you think we went on Instagram and make the money that we make? Because they click that link in my bio, those little black girls, and support me. You understand? We went from hundreds of dollars and a couple sales to 6 and 7 figures. Because of black girls supporting each other. So that narrative that we don't support each other, oh baby, that thing has changed. We do support each other. And that's why you see so many. And that's why black women are the #1 entrepreneurs of the world right now to today. You want to know why we're #1? Because we stopped begging for their attention. We stopped begging to be a part of their groups. We stopped begging to be a part of their job and get paid what they pay white women and white men. And we started our own businesses.
We stopped asking for a seat at the table and we built our own tables.
And we built our own table. And not only did we build the tables, now you can pull up a chair and you can eat with us because we were always inviting. Our culture was always inviting. Let's speak the facts.
Okay, so you've made the big move to the big city. You're out here clearly vibrant, shining, thriving as you should, and I can feel the energy, and I know why you're successful. It's not just your past, but you've just woven it all into like a level of energy that gravitates to people and that people will gravitate to. So now that you're here in LA, where is It's Malaika showroom located?
It's Malaika showroom is located in downtown LA. So it's 120 East 8th Street. Suite 908, 120 East 8th Street in downtown LA. You can always come and check me out anytime.
Wait, okay, and so now for people who are watching this in different countries or different parts of the United States, can they access your business online?
Absolutely. You go to www.itsmalaika.com. If you follow me on my Instagram, which is It's Malaika, ITSMALACKA. You can click the link in my bio. It takes you straight to my website. And again, that website, if you do not have Instagram, is www.itsmalaika.com.
That's amazing. So you got people covered no matter where they are.
No matter where they are. My online business has created my life.
Really?
Oh yeah, my online business, because you have to understand. So I have 277,000 followers, right? From all over the world, right? And just so you know, when you posted me, thank you so much for posting me on Hollywood Unlocked. And then Black China spent back around and posted me. You guys sent me like 21,000 followers.
That's a good thing.
That's support. Because those women clicked the link in my bio and shop with me. Do you know what you're adding?
But what I love is that what you're pointing out about that narrative that black people don't support each other, they do if you ask for it, if you promote it, if you're out there, if you're visible. We want to know what to support.
Yes.
And I love the fact that you also talk as an entrepreneur that stop waiting for people to feed you and build your table so you can feed yourself.
Build your table.
I don't want to talk about nothing else because this was too much and enough at the same time.
Period. This was so good, Jason.
No, this was good. Welcome to LA.
Thank you. Thank you for the warm welcome. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for your platform. Because again, when you sent me those 21,000 followers between you and China, That took my business to the next level. That your hand did that. Your energy did that. What your movement did that. Everything that you intended to do with your page and with your movement and your brand and your business, you are doing it. Thank you for adding to me, King. I appreciate it.
Can we just make that a clip, and can we have her follow us around? Thank you so much. Look, y'all make sure you go out and support. And it's not a matter of anything other than pouring into each other. And this is the energy that I think that everybody should feed into. So we love you over here at Hollywood Unlocked. Thank you.
And I love you back. Thank you so much. Way more.